Meghan Markle has resurrected the red dress from hell. This dress is so incredibly hideous. And what it so points out when it comes to fashion is how tacky, classless, and basically unsophisticated Meghan is compared to the rest of the royal ladies who tend to look classic, elegant, gorgeous, sophisticated. So many different adjectives that just go all around to show that there is such a thing as classy versus tacky. And Meghan Markle kind of epitomizes tacky. She doesn't really know how to dress as a royal. She doesn't really know how to have decorum when it comes to her royal dressing. And so today is a wonderful day because I feel like Meghan Markle tends to confuse people because people see Meghan Markle and they think all royals act like that. Now, probably not you, the discerning viewer, but there are people who do think that. So it is great to remind people how royals actually dress, how they actually look at these type of events. And it's nothing like Meghan Markle. So we are going to take a little fashion tour through these some of the most gorgeous royal dresses you have ever seen, while also picking apart Meghan Markle's hideous, hideous, hideous Carolina red dress. But if you guys haven't been to Royal Fashion News before, hello, my name is Brittany, and this is the place for all people who have a passion for royal fashion. So if you guys want to subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. I would love and adore to have you back. And I'm also matching our theme here today, which is somewhat red. And this is a dress actually Princess Rajwa wore for a picture. And so I happened to see it on sale, so I grabbed it. So I'll have to do a better showing off thing at some point for you guys. But let's go ahead and get into this because there's so much to discuss here and so much to break apart. So let's go ahead and begin and look at, like, I would argue one of the most hideous dresses I've ever seen. It is still hideous. So let's take a look. So if you guys do not remember, this is the original version of the dress Meghan Markle wore in 2021. She was still carrying, I would say, a fair amount of baby weight. That's not a shame. That's just the reality of the situation. And this dress is hideous. It was hideous at the time. It is even more hideous now. It is an ugly dress. And you can just see that in the construction here. The skirt is awful. The bust area, especially, that's like inverted nipples. Like, why would you have that? It's too far apart here. It looks really weird. It has the front slit. Like, this is all sorts of awful. Meghan Markle, after she wore this, should have put this in a bin and burned it. That's how bad this is. But this is Caroline Herrera, and apparently Meghan Markle is a glutton for fashion punishment here because she wanted to wear this red monstrosity again. And here's another look at it here. Guys, this thing is ugly. Like, there's no saving it. It's that bad. It's that bad. Oh, it's like, just look at, the construction here. You can actually see, and I was trying to find a different picture of this because she has lost weight since then. So good for her. But like, her back fat was like falling over the back of this dress. That's how poorly it was fitted. It's just awful. And it was so much for the event that they were going to, which was held, I think, on the USS Endeavor or something like that. And the purpose of the event was to commemorate veterans and stuff. Salute to freedom. It's Intrepid, not Endeavor, Intrepid. Really unclear why they were still there. But, Invictus means that Prince Harry can adopt our military now so he can feel important. So anyways, this dress, I remember seeing it at the time, and I did not have the channel at the time, but oh boy, would you guys have heard a lot about that dress. A lot about that dress because I'm surprised she even wore it again, to be quite honest. I just wanted to point out, guys, real quick, here is another picture of how horribly, like, look, there's like an indent right there. Like, this thing was so horribly fitted at the time. And it's gotten a little better because she's lost a little bit of weight, but it has not taken away the hideousness of the ensemble. And I want to just point this out here real quick because I know some people are asking, at least on Instagram. So I should let you guys know on Instagram, Royal Fashion News. I will link it down below. I am trying to get into more of sharing and posting IDs of royal fashion because Royal Fashion Police has decided to charge you all for that privilege. So I thought I would try to get some of that up and running because initially at the time, I sort of went off Instagram a bit on fashion just because it's like, well, Royal Fashion Police does a great job. And I was like, I can't really compete with that. But they decided to make everything subscriber based. So that means you have to pay to learn any of the IDs for the fashion, but I'm not really interested in that. So if you want Royal Fashion IDs, but you don't want to pay for it, feel free to check out the link. I'll try to link it up above as well. And that is Royal Fashion News on Instagram. And we'll be doing that. I'll be posting like the hit and misses because Royal Fashion News stopped doing that too. And I was doing that, but I was doing it a little bit differently, but I'm going to try to do that more and more. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, if you'd like more royal fashion IDs and stuff, it'll take me a while to really get everything up and running, but I'm looking forward to doing a lot of that because I thought, well, somebody else did a great job, but they decided they didn't want to do that anymore, which is fine. So, in the 3 years since she's worn that dress, it has not gotten any better, but we have a new, I guess you can call it iteration. So, Meghan Markle went to the LA Children's Hospital event here with her friend, and you would be not surprised to actually think her friend is a royal and Meghan is the hanger on because Meghan looks tacky. She does. Her hair is a mess. This is not stylish a mess. It just looks a mess. And then when you combine that with the incredibly ugly dress, she just looks tacky. She doesn't even know how to pose well. Her friend here, actually, I would argue, looks more elegant than Meghan does. Here we have this from the side. You still have kind of the terrible bust area. The bust area is so terrible. It makes her look droopy. Like, why would you do that? We have it from the side. Again, her friend looks incredible. Meghan just looks tacky. Here she is posing with the CEO of the hospital. And again, you get just a totally different look here. This dress is incredibly unflattering. And royals do wear dresses, I would argue, is unflattering on them. But they have a level of elegance, which I feel like Meghan's friend really exemplifies here. Meghan doesn't look like the royal, her friend does. Her friend is standing tall. Her friend looks really good. Meghan just looks kind of silly. And her friend's not doing the wave, which I think is actually better for her. Meghan trying to look sexy right there. I don't really think it's working. She posed with a family here, also leaning down to talk to a child. She has a really low cut dress on and the slit rides up. Not really, again, very much royal decorum. And we will see what royals actually look like. So then we have here this weird kind of cutesy display thing. It was more that Meghan did than her friend did. Her friend was more like, what are you doing? Meghan was just kind of being odd, I have to say. So this isn't too bad, but again, I just think the dress looks awful. The dress looks tacky. It's hard to ignore how tacky the dress is. She could look elegant, but the dress itself is not. And when you don't have an internal sense of elegance, because Meghan doesn't, then when you have a really terrible dress, look at the side right there. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. So bad. When you don't have that internal sense of elegance, decorum, class, it doesn't come through. And that's Meghan's problem. She's not classy. She's tacky. And I think the unfortunate thing is sometimes Meghan is the only royal people see. And so they think all royals dress like that. All royals act like that. That is not true. When it comes to fashion and royal galas, I have curated a series of pictures that we will go through showing royal ladies looking their absolute fabulous best ever. And I will show you how real royal ladies dress, how they sometimes they have a bit of sex appeal, but I think what I love about royal fashion and why I'm so passionate about it is I feel like we need a sense of class back. We need a sense of elegance back, a sense of you can look sexy without having a slit up to there and it cut down to there, like Meghan did. Meghan looks like a trashy Kardashian. She does not look like royalties. And again, let me show you what real royalty looks like. So we'll start here with Beatrice Borromeo, who is not a titled royalty. She married the son of Princess Caroline, so her children are the great-grandchildren of Grace Kelly. She has an Italian aristocracy in her background, so she is very much has deep connections to Milan and everything. And so her and her husband are at a Dior event. She is a Dior ambassador, and she looks phenomenal here. Love this. There's just such a huge level of elegance here to this look. It's incredible. It's incredible. I love it. We also have her here at a different Dior event. This was a couple years before. I believe at this point she was pregnant. And so you actually have here a hint of sex appeal. And this is what I think royals, and I would argue a lot of aristocrats do really well, do that hint of sex appeal without going too far. Meghan went too far. You can't have a slit up to there and a neckline down to here. You need to balance it. So here we have where she actually has sort of a short skirt or shorts on, but the dress is also kind of long. So you get that hint of leg, but not too much. And the front of the dress doesn't go down too far. So it looks incredibly elegant. I actually really like this look. I always thought this look was really cool. Next, we have Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden. This was at her wedding gala. She has reworn this dress in a portrait. It's an Ellie Saab gown. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the one shoulder here, Absolutely stunning. I love it. Utterly amazing. There's her fiance at the time. This was like the day before their wedding, trying to help her get the skirt organized and everything. Hugely elegant. Wonderful. We have here Queen Maxima looking great in this tiered ensemble. Just love it. We also have this group look here. I thought this was really interesting. This was at the wedding of Prince, I think, Nicholas and Princess Tatiana, who have since gotten divorced. And so you have all these royals here. And yeah, this evening out is a little bit, you could say, casual, but there's still a hint of elegance here. They're not wearing something that's necessarily see through. Yes, we have strapless spaghetti straps and a halter, but it's all done in a really good way. Oh, one of my favorite looks ever from Crown Princess Victoria's Sweden. You know, I just love this look. There's something just so powerful about this look. I love it. Well, especially when she has sort of these kind of two looks here where she just looks like I am the future queen. I am power. And then we have Catherine, the Princess of Wales, in this one shoulder ensemble. She doesn't do one shoulders very often. This was early in her marriage. This might have been a Jenny Packham number, maybe a Temperley London. I can't quite remember. But again, very elegant. You know, you got the hint of, you could say, sex appeal here with the one shoulder, but not too much. There's a level of elegantness to it. We have Queen Letizia here as well. And I think she looks fab. Here we have both Beatrice Borromeo and her sister-in-law, Charlotte Katsaragi. I would actually argue both of them look pretty good here, although I prefer Beatrice's look. Charlotte's looks can be a lot of hit and more miss than anything. But one of the best royal wedding reception looks is Beatrice Borromeo here. This is after her wedding, and they're doing a wedding reception on one of the Borromean islands that her family owns. And oh my gosh, the dress. Oh, looks so good. Oh, one of my favorite dresses of Queen Maxima. I love this dress. This dress is so elegant and gorgeous. Maybe you got a bit on the bust here with the puckering that could use some work, but overall, this is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. And she looks elegant. The piece in her hair and everything. Oh, so good. Now here's Catherine. This was a look I would argue I was never a fan of, still not a fan of. But still, there's a level of sophistication. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but better than Meghan's. Then we have Catherine here. And another look I would say I'm not a personal fan of. I've never been. This is an Erdem piece, but going to show that royals can wear things you don't like or don't think particularly look good on them, but they can still be elegant. There is still an elegance here that Meghan just doesn't possess. We got Queen Letizia of Spain. I believe this is actually a jumpsuit, as I could tell in some pictures, but she looks great here. We have Catherine and Jenny Packham, I believe, again, just the sparkles and everything, the deep blue, cobalt blue, I should say. Stunning. Here she is. Oh my gosh, I love this dress. This Jenny Packham dress. I would love to own this dress. We have Princess Madeline here. Another one shoulder looking really, really good. Then we have Queen Mary. This is a strapless gown, which we don't always see too much on royal ladies. And I did want to point out here how you can bend down without trying to flash children. I think that's a pretty good thing. We got Catherine again, very elegant here. And we will get back to this particular gown later again. But I got to say, I didn't try to pull any events with tiaras, but this is one of my favorite dresses ever. So she looks incredibly good in it. We got Queen Mary here in our dem again. Stunning. Queen Maxima looking good as well. And then we got Crown Princess Victoria doing a rare thing of wearing her hair down. Again, a one shoulder, but there's an elegance here that I love. And I'm saying elegance a lot. Maybe you should, I don't know, take a shot every time I say it. I don't know. But again, let's talk about Queen Maxima. Meeting a child, leaning down. I feel like this dress is appropriate. You're not going to flash the child. Just want to avoid that. We got Crown Princess Victoria here at a wedding. Again, still holding true to the royal fashion plates, which is not conservative, but taking into account how things look and having a certain level of classiness to your appearance. Then we have Queen Letizia here. Again, I tried to avoid tiara events, but I just want to show there's some weird cutouts here, but it works. Actually, I think this dress and matching it with the pearl tiara is really amazing. We have Catherine in this Gucci gown, which does have a bit of a V-neck, but again, super duper classy. Queen Letizia. I love this dress. That's why I included this one. Catherine reworked this dress, but obviously very classy ensemble. Beatrice again, love this look. She looks like her grandmother-in-law, which would be Grace Kelly. We have Crown Princess Victoria. This one's a little bit different, but still you got a sense of keeping with the royal theme, which does make them stand out to a certain extent. We have Catherine here. I have actually never been a huge fan of this look, But I wanted to include it because you can look sexy and be a royal, but you have to do it in a particular way. She's not going too far here. This is just the right level that you need. Queen Maxima, again, very elegant. We have Queen Sylvia here of Sweden and Princess Madeline. The dress might have a V-neck, but she looks elegant overall. Queen Sylvia looks amazing, I think. I really do like this look from Mary, the stunning one-shoulder piece, and it moves so beautifully. Queen Maxima again here, and this is more of a mustard color. I think they decided the initial dress was actually a lighter yellow, and she dyed it and made it darker. She can also choose some weird ensembles. This one is definitely one which is like a little like, but again, there's a level here that Meghan doesn't possess. Again, another like suit type of situation. Maxima looks pretty good there. Got Catherine here at the Top Gun premiere in this Roland Moret dress, which we shall see again. We got Crown Princess Victoria. This is a bit of a unique look, but I kind of like it. We have Catherine, of course, ruling in this Jenny Packham dress. I don't know if anyone should even attempt to wear this dress after her. It just you can't do it justice. It looks amazing on her. Yeah, Beatrice Borromeo again. This one I wanted to point out because obviously she doesn't really have pants on. It seems to be something where it's sort of like a one piece up here, and then you have this skirt with this interesting effect. And although I wouldn't say maybe Catherine could wear it, I still think it looks elegant. I think her with the cape really makes it work. Other than that, I don't know if it would work, but it has a little of classiness to it, and I think it's the way she holds herself. We have Queen Letizia here again in this beautiful dress. I do love this dress. Love how it moves on the floor. Oh, stunning, stunning. Catherine, I wanted to include this one because her tush looks amazing here. Just got to point that out. So again, you can have a style, sophistication as a royal. Yeah, Beatrice here again. I like this dress. I think it's cool. A lot of her stuff is Dior. There's a two-piece Dior showing a little bit of tummy. And I pulled this one because I don't like actually the cleavage up top, but still looking a bit better than Meghan. And we have Princess Madeline here. I wanted to pull this one and Queen Sylvia as well, looking amazing. I wanted to pull this one because obviously Madeline, a little bit of cleavage up top, a little bit of a slip, but not too much. It's very classily well done. Beatrice Borromeo again. Strapless ensemble here. And obviously Beatrice again. Again, I'm a fan of Beatrice. What can I say? And this looks really good. This was at Cannes earlier this year. This was a recent event. We have Catherine Amalia, a young royal lady, looking stunning in this cobalt blue ensemble. Queen Maxima looking wonderful and amazing in this light blue dress. They look incredible. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference between what they're wearing and what Meghan was wearing here? But there's just such a difference in the level of looks that the royal women wear to different gala events that Meghan just does not have. And guys, I do want to share with you my favorite royal look ever, which is Queen Maxima of the Netherlands in this incredible ensemble, the cape, the dress, how it flows on the ground. This is beautiful. It is incredibly beautiful. It's so, it's just, I need another word for elegant. It just has this regal air to it. And then again, you compare it to Meghan's, and there just really is no comparison. Royals need to sort of look royal. If I saw her at a wedding looking like that, I would think she's royalty. Why? Because she looks like royalty. Meghan doesn't look like royalty. She can't even hold a candle to those other women. And she does herself no favors by choosing tacky ensembles that are sort of way too sexy. I mean, honestly, guys, the first thing that came to my mind, I'm like, is she going to a children's hospital or a hooker hospital? Like, it's so bad. Like, why is she wearing this to this particular event? And somebody pointed out, well, somebody else was wearing something even sexier to the event. I was like, I don't care. What is Meghan? Is she a celebrity or is she royalty? Because she sure does not look royalty here. She looks like a Kardashian. It looks trashy compared to the real thing. She looks like such a pale imitation of the real thing. And it seems to show that she just can't compete. She can't compete. And the more she does, the worse she looks, I think, in many ways. And so Meghan really needs to figure out, I guess, I don't know how to go forwards, how to what, but if she wants to I don't know if be taken seriously is the right word. She needs to adopt a look that actually reflects what she demands people call her, which is a duchess. She doesn't look like a duchess. She doesn't act like a duchess. And I think that diminishes her brand overall. Meghan Markle is not royalty. She's still a D-list celebrity with a title. She acts like it. She dresses like it. She did not exude any sense of decorum at that event. And yes, I don't think not everybody is born with a sense of class, but I think many who marry into royalty try to adopt some of it because they want to be seen, you could say, as above. Meghan Markle somehow went to the upper echelon of royalty and somehow is still kind of walking around, you could say, the sludge of Hollywood. It's like, why? Why? You could look like a royal. So, guys, let me know what you think of Meghan's look. Let me know what you think of my thoughts about what real royals actually look like at gala events, because Meghan Markle's not it. And some people do think she is. So, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you soon. Bye.